Facebook Conversion API. Parallel event transmission to the Facebook server, regardless of the device. If you're listening to this video, you've probably encountered issues with tracking events on iOS 14 plus devices or sending offline events. Let's take a closer look at this issue. Today, I'm Yevgeny Kolostenko, an expert in online advertising in Ukraine. Let's figure out why the Conversion API is becoming so relevant today when launching ads on Facebook and Instagram. Let's take a brief look at the history. First, in the spring of 2021, Apple introduced the option to not track events on their devices. Specifically, when someone runs an ad, another person clicks and makes a purchase, Facebook's ad manager may not receive data about that sale. Accordingly, the advertiser does not receive statistics in their dashboard about the effectiveness of this ad campaign. That's the first point. Second, the pixel doesn't learn and doesn't know where the sale is actually coming from. And third, as a result, of course, the advertiser starts investing less money in advertising. So the problem with launching ads becomes even more widespread. That's why the Conversion API is a very relevant solution today. We'll talk a bit more about this later. The first solution proposed by Facebook's developers was the launch of aggregated events. But according to confirmed information, this is not a 100% solution to the problem. Aggregated events allow you to run ads on iOS devices version 14 and above, but they do not track events on those devices. Accordingly, the next, second solution, which is more effective, is the Conversion API. What is it? It's a complete analog of the measurement protocol, which sends events from your own server directly to Facebook's server. And accordingly, regardless of the device, we send the transaction. So if it's an iOS device version 14 or above, it's not a problem to send a conversion event or action to Facebook server and accordingly receive this data in your dashboard. I'll disappoint you right away. There are no easy solutions for implementing the Conversion API. Namely, there are two ways to implement it. The first way is ready-made implementations through WordPress, through various engines like OpenCart, for example, as well as through a tag manager. Then you just follow the instructions. But I can tell you right away that if you implement it through a tag manager, you will definitely need to have Google Analytics 4. And all events from Google Analytics 4 will also be sent to Facebook. The second way to implement it is manual implementation, which is custom built based on Facebook developer tags. Specifically, when a particular user makes a purchase on your site or triggers some event, you send information about this event from your server to Facebook server using a GET or POST request indicating that the event has occurred. Here, there is a small clarification, and it's the most important clarification in all of this. The event data should not just be sent as a generic notification that some event occurred, nameless and vague. It is sent with special user parameters. Specifically, for example, you can transmit the user's last name, first name, IP address, and so on. And it's very important that this information is transmitted in a hashed form. And when Facebook receives this data, it already understands that this particular user has performed some action on your website. Accordingly, it then uses this information to train the pixel, for example, to record this conversion in your account, and then further utilizes it in its machine learning. And advertising starts to work more effectively. Data about new conversions is consolidated within the Facebook account in the Events Manager. You will have a separate column that records events from the pixel, and another column that records events from the Conversion API. Accordingly, you might have a direct question. If the same user, for example, made a purchase from an Android device, let's say, and you sent events from both sources, how will they be counted? They will be merged. Specifically, this process is called deduplication. And if a user bought from you using an iOS device, version 14 or higher, then accordingly, this event might not be counted from the pixel, but with the Conversion API, this event will be counted. In this case, the duplication does not occur. So we come to the conclusion that today, both the measurement protocol and the Facebook Conversion API are the most thorough and transparent solutions for tracking transactions and events on your website. If the Facebook Pixel or Analytics might fail to work somewhere, sending data through the API can work flawlessly, like clockwork. In the description of this video, we will also provide instructions for implementing the Facebook Conversion API as well as the measurement protocol. Today, it was me, Yevgeny Kolostenko, advertising expert in Ukraine, here with you.